Hey there, good looking. Join me for what's going to be a super yummy leg stretch session. We will focus on the quadriceps, hip flexors, hamstrings, and calves. And this is also day 15 of our 21-day Fit and Fierce challenge. Now, the only equipment that you need is a chair with a backing to it. If you don't have that, a wall will do, and a mat if you're on a hard surface. All right, let's go get started. Hi there and welcome. My name is PJ Wren and I've been a certified personal trainer for almost 3 decades now. I focus on people over the age of 40 and you can find me at fitnesswithpj.com, and I'm also the creator and lead trainer for over50fitness.co. So welcome. All right, so I want you to set your chair with your back so that it's facing you. We're going to use that to assist ourselves to do some of our stretches for the hamstrings and calves. It's going to be really beneficial if you find that you are tight in those areas. You can also hold on to a wall. All right, here we go. Start with yourself facing your chair. Step back with your left leg and step forward with your right. And then adjust yourself so that you can extend the arms. Now push the hips back and come forward. And again, you may have to adjust yourself back a bit more. You're using your chair for some support so that we get a hip hinge, lengthening the hamstring on the front leg. So your right leg. Couple breaths. Try to let yourself drop in the chest area. It's going to give you a bit of extension in the T-spine, which is always nice. Adjust yourself up, come closer to your chair, still keep that right foot in front, and now lift the toe up and push the bum back and come forward, creating a stretch in the hamstring, but also getting it into your calf. So toe is up, hips are back. Release the foot, take this back left leg, step it behind you even further and take a look. You want the foot in a straight line. Now bend the front leg, line your ear, shoulder, knee, and ankle so you're on a diagonal line. Press the heel into the floor and place your hands on the top of your chair, or you can also place the forearms on your wall. You want to get this stretch just where you feel the heels start to lift. And again, keeping that back leg straight. Stretching into the calf muscle here. Now in the calf, we do have 2 muscles. So this is stretching the belly of the calf, and then we'll get in and stretch a deeper muscle in the calf for our next stretch. So let's give that a go. You're going to step forward a half a step, bend both knees now, and push the hips back. And you'll feel, like I said, a stretch deeper in the calf here. If you're like me, you might feel it in the ankle joint first. I'm quite tight in my ankle joints. So, just sort of sit yourself back until you find the stretch. It's a little different than normal stretches. Come on up, take that back left leg, bring the heel to the bum, pull the knee back, standing upright, softness in the other leg, stretching into the quadricep. I'm going to turn and face you. Now we want this knee to come back. So if you're unable to grab onto the foot and the knee is forward, I want you to grab a yoga tie or an old necktie and assist yourself that way. But ideally, we're getting heel to bum, knee and hip aligned, and upright in the upper body. Let's release that leg in front now, step the other one back, and get ourselves situated away from the back of the chair. Both legs are straight, feet are hip width apart, both toes pointed straight ahead. Push the hips back. And lengthen through the spine, getting a stretch now in that left hamstring. Lifting up, bring that foot in a half a step, lift the toe, and then push your bum back. Now my back leg is still straight, and I'm lowering my body down, supporting myself on the chair, or you can have your forearms on the wall. Lift up, step that back leg further behind, take a peek, make sure the foot's in a straight line, push the hips forward, find that stretch just where that heel just wants to lift off, but you can stop it from doing so. Press the back of the knee away from you, lengthen into the calf. Let yourself sink either into the wall or the chair here. A couple of deep breaths. Slide that back foot in a half a step. We bend both knees now and then sit the bum rearward. Once again, placing that back heel, keeping it on the ground, and getting that sort of a different sensation of a stretch deeper into the calf, your soleus. Your knee will be past your toe. That's totally fine. Lift yourself up, take that back heel to the bum, pull the knee back. Oh, this leg's tight for me. And lift yourself up. Keep holding. You want knee under hip. Good. Squeeze the glutes. That's going to help you release that quadricep further. And release. Place your chair out of the way. Left knee to your ground. Hip flexor stretch. Find that stretch by getting the knee and hip aligned, and then you'll lunge forward ever so slightly and then take the upper body and lean back. Good. Now let's sweep both arms straight up, thumbs pointed to the wall behind you. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. If you'd like to intensify this, you sweep the left arm down, bend that back leg, grab onto the foot and drop the hip down, getting into the quad, and then rotate and turn to that front leg. So I'm not on the knee joint itself. Keep holding so I can face you. I'm not on my knee joint. I'm on the very top of it, more of my quad. This isn't comfortable though, stick with that first one. And then I'm adding that rotation into the upper body towards that front leg. Release. Plant the hands in front, step back into downward dog. Feet hip width apart, knees can be soft. Let the ears drop beside the biceps. Push the hips up, lengthening the back of the body. And lower down. Step the left foot forward now. Let's get into that hip flexor stretch on the right side. So again, our setup, knee under hip, lunge forward, squeeze that right glute. Inhale the arms up, reach up, look up if you'd like. If you'd like to join me, you'll take that front leg, come forward a bit more, right hand to the mat, bend the back leg, grab onto the foot, drop the hip, position yourself so again you're on the very bottom of the quad. You're not on your knee joint. And then rotate towards that front leg. Now this front leg, you're strong in the foot so that ankle and knee are aligned. This bottom arm is right underneath the shoulder, and then we twist through sort of the mid-back, shoulder, and head area. Let that right hip drop down. Try to draw that right heel towards the bum. And release. Hands planted in front. Step back into downward dog. A couple of breaths here. Maybe you can go a little deeper with the second downward dog. Lower the knees to the ground. Take your right leg, bring it out in front, and not at an angle, okay? So it's straight out in front of you. Other foot is inside the groin. Inhale the arm straight up. Exhale, fold forward, not rounding the upper back. You want to feel a stretch through the hamstring on that front leg. We'll drop it all the way down to a full fold after a few breaths. All right, if you'd like to join me for the full fold, you just drop the head, walk the hands forward, and hold. If you don't feel it in the hamstring, maybe you feel it in your low back, the body's going to let you know where it's tightest, and that's where you'll feel it first. That's where the sensations will be felt to begin. Let's release up. Extend your other leg out. Foot in towards the inner thigh. Inhale the arms straight up. Exhale, fold. We're not rounding right now though, so your gaze is just past your toe, shoulders down and back. And then if you'd like to join me for the full fold, and walk yourself back up. For the final pose, you can either choose Shavasana, in which you're lying on the mat, or if you have access to a wall, join me for legs up on the wall. So you'll just go to your side, lift the legs up, and then pivot yourself around. Knees can be soft. If you don't have access to a wall and you're in Shavasana, your feet are mat width apart. And then in both positions, your hands can be down by your sides, fingers curled, or resting on your belly. I invite you to close your eyes for these last couple of minutes. So focus on your breath. While you make a conscious effort to relax the muscles in the body. You start with your face. Release the jaw, unclench it. Into the shoulders. Arms, your upper back, lower back, hips and glutes, all the way down each leg to your toes. If you're lying on the mat, just let the toes drop to your side. This is a wonderful gift you've given your body. Now let's continue the gift, giving it to your mind as you just allow the stillness to happen. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to working with you next workouts. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. We'll place a focus on the quadriceps, hip flexors, and hamstrings and calves. All you need is a chair with a backing to it, or you can also use a wall. All right, let's go get started. Oh, forgot. Day 15. Whoa, forgot what day it was.